The society which scorns excellence in plumbing as a humble activity and tolerates shoddiness in philosophy because it is an exalted activity will have neither good plumbing nor good philosophy. Neither its pipes nor its theories will hold water. This quotation is attributed to John Williams Gardner, the Secretary of Health, Education and Welfare under President Lyndon Johnson of the United States of America. John William Gardner was known for his excellence. Of course, in the long run, he was given an award, one of the highest awards that can be given in America. He was a man of excellence. He was a man whose focus and concern was on details. I'm speaking on striving for excellence. Striving for excellence has to do with going beyond the least expectation, going beyond mere expectation on any given task or duty. Doing your work in such a way that when the evaluators or assessors come, they wouldn't find anything wrong in the work you have done. It baffles me so many times when younger generation or people used to say, I've done the best I can. I've done the best I can. I will not kill myself. After all, this is not my work. This is not my father's business. The mentality of a shoddy job, all because the assignment is not such a big one, is worrying. Whether as a mechanic, whether as a teacher, whether as a public servant, in the private sector, religious leaders, or whatever sections or unit or office you occupy, excellence is expected of you. Strive to outsmart, outclass, outperform your initial delivery. Excellence has to do with going beyond the mere expectation, striving higher above minimum requirements. It is not just I've done my best. Is your best good enough? Have you been able to perform up to the minimum expectation? There is a standard of requirements. There is a level of measurement, level of evaluation that is expected of you. Have you done it? As a mechanic, you were given an assignment, a vehicle to fix. You fixed the vehicle, but the chairs are all stained with engine oil. As a secretary, you are to type, but a lot of errors are there in the letter or the write-up. As a soldier man, it becomes so difficult for you to keep to instruction. Excellence is required in everything we do. The difference between great men and mere men is simply the excellence in all they do. Excellent delivery. What are those things that portray excellence? Number one, concern for details and small things. Concern for details and small things. I worked under a man, an astute administrator some years ago, who has been a leader and administrator for more than 40 years. He gave me an assignment as head of my department. And of course, I needed to get those under me to do the work, and then I supervised. By the time I went there to check, the work was done, thoroughly done by my own assessment and evaluation. But by the time the man came, he checked the office. Ordinarily, it looks great. But this man went straight behind the curtain. He lifted up the curtain and called me to come around. He said, as head of a department, you must have eyes for details. He pointed those cobwebs, those stains on the wall, and said, "You must have eyes for details. For your work to be classified as excellent, you must have concern for details, for small things." I almost lost my life some years ago when my motorbike was given for a repair, just for a mechanic to work on the brake. He worked on the brake, but he never tightened up the bolt and nut. While I was going with someone behind me, it was God intervention and the flowers that were ahead that got me to stop. Else that would have been the end of my life. No concern for details, no concern for small things. Number two, completion of task early enough. That is the second thing. Completion of task and duties early enough. You must be able to complete the assignment or the task in good time. An assignment that is to be delivered in 2 days' time. If you are waiting until the last day before you do a shoddy work and rush over it, it may not give you an excellent delivery. I think there is a kind of caution I should bring out here. There are individuals that are so talented, they are smart, they are skillful, and they are intelligent to do their work. But sometimes there is this tendency to relax and rest until the dying minute. Why can't you start to do it bit by bit? Waiting until dying minute on the 11th hour before you start the work might be too late for you. However good you are as a seamstress, your pattern, your design is so excellent, but if you don't deliver at record time, it gets you to lose your customers. Patronage becomes low. When an individual has given you an assignment or a job to be done, and you have promised I will deliver in a week's time, reschedule it by yourself. I must deliver in 5 days' time. If by any means you are not able to deliver in 5 days' time, maybe on the sixth day you'll be able to meet up. Completion of task early enough. The question of timing. Do you deliver your job early enough? Your head of department has given you an assignment. I need this thing in 2 days' time. Do you meet up? That's the question of excellence. Number three, clean packaging. Package the work well. Somebody has given you a child to teach. Package that child. By the time the end of term or session comes, let the parents see that you have made impact on this child. When you are given an assignment, a cloth to sew, a vehicle to fix, a note to write, don't return it in a shabby, dirty, disorganized way. Package it well. The packaging around your delivery speaks volume, speaks well about you, tells us the type of person you are. It goes beyond your grammar, it goes beyond your certificates. Clean packaging. Number four, there must be continuous improvement. The way I did it last year, I must improve. If you must strive for excellence, there must be continuous improvement. That's the fourth C, continuous improvement. As you do it day by day, work towards mastery, work towards excellence, work towards professionalism. Make it a masterpiece. Let the performance of today be better, outclass the one of yesterday. Do not bother yourself trying to compete with others, compete with yourself. Let your today's performance outclass the one of yesterday. Let your today's delivery be much more excellent, accurate, attractive, beautiful than the ones you have done before. Let your day-to-day record be better than the ones you have done before. continuous improvement. Learn from others, those that know more than you. Learn from the internet. Acquire ideas and skills, better way of doing things, easier way of doing things, faster way of doing things. That will help you and give you an edge over your competitors. Number 5, carefulness. Whatsoever thing or duty is given unto you, handle such thing with care. As a teacher or tutor, a child has been handed over to you. Work on the character, work on the subject you are teaching. Make the child a balanced, a well-rhymed child, that in the long run, the parent will see that you have done a well and decent job. If a vehicle is given to you to fix, I have a lot of dealings with mechanics. So many times they are to fix a particular part of the vehicle. By the time your vehicle is being returned, you see stain here, you see stain there. The volume of fuel is gone. Is one repair resulting to another damage? How careful are you with your task? You are to submit an assignment, a proposal. Take time to go over it over and over and over again. Dot every I's, cross every T's. Do the paragraphing. Put no comma, semicolon wherever you are supposed to put it. Take it to a superior officer to assess it for you. You are careful with your work. Don't go with this lackadaisical attitude, free attitude. After all, I will lose their job, I will leave their job, I can easily walk away. It is not a matter of walking away. It's a matter of habits, culture. It's the way you carry out the assignment that speaks about you. Then another C is customer relationship. Go beyond the income of today, especially those that do menial job in quotes. Let me just do this work and they pay me and that is all. You don't know whether this person will become the next president tomorrow. You don't know that the man you are sewing clothes today might become a governor tomorrow, might become MD of a bank tomorrow. So, if you have done well and you have maintained customer relationship, you can't tell. Tomorrow, he may raise you up. He might pull your hand to the top. He might recommend you to great men and women in society. Can you just imagine somebody makes clothes for the president of my country? Somebody, in one way or the other, works for those at the top. They didn't get to know each other of recent. They might have known each other for years. The delivery of your work, the way you perform your duty, matters a lot. Customer relationship. Care after their family. Try to pick a name of one of the children. Try to know something extra about the person you are working for. It helps you to build a good relationship. And in the end, you have the best part of it. In whatever you do day by day, whether as a cleaner, whether as a typist, whether as a director, whether as head of department, you deal with machines, you deal with human being, you deal with customers, you deal with anything. Put the touch of excellence in it. Let your signature be the signature of excellence. Strive for excellence, and tomorrow you'll be better for it. As you do your work day by day, as you labor and toil, strive for excellence. And in the end, the reward will be enormous.